Hey guys, for today's vlog, let's hear a story. About 2600 years ago, there lived in a palace a great king who was about to have a son. For this son, the king had a particularly grand idea. He would make the child's life perfect. The child would never know a moment of suffering. Every need and desire would be accounted for at all times. The king built high walls around the palace so that he would not see the outside world. He spoiled the child, lavishing him with food and gifts, surrounded by servants who would cater to his every single need. And just as planned, the child grew up to be ignorant of the routine human cruelties. All of the prince's childhood went on like this, and despite the luxury, he grew up to be an angry young man. Soon, every experience felt empty and useless. The problem was that no matter what the king gave him, he was always wanting more and more and more. So late one night, the prince sneaked out of the palace to see what was beyond its high walls. He had a servant who drove him to the local village, and what he saw horrified him. For the first time in his life, the prince saw human suffering. He saw sick people, old people, homeless people, people in pain, and even people dying. The prince returned to the palace and found himself in a sort of existential crisis. By seeing all this, he got all emotional and blamed his father for all of this. It was the riches, the prince thought, that had made him so miserable, that made life seem so meaningless that he decided to run away. The next night, the prince sneaked out of the palace again, this time never to return. He suffered greatly. He suffered pain, loneliness, hunger, disease, and sometimes he confined himself to eating a single nut each day. Confused, the prince cleaned himself up and went and found a big tree near a river, where he sat for 49 days. And after 49 days, the prince came to a realization that life itself is a form of suffering. The rich suffer because they are riches, the poor suffer because they are poor. This isn't to say that all suffering is equal. Some suffering is definitely more painful than other sufferings. But the main point is, we must all suffer nonetheless. Years later, the prince would build his own philosophy and share it with the world that pain and loss are inevitable and one should let go of trying to resist them. That prince would later become known as the Buddha. Therefore, the moral of the story is happiness is not a solvable equation. Dissatisfaction and unease are inherent parts of human nature and necessary components to creating consistent happiness. Hey guys, if you like the video, hit the like button, share the video around and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such videos. Till then, see you.